Friday. We finally got another ERB. I actually had to wait like an extra 3 fucking days because the day before this dropped, I got a booster shot and man, I had a really bad reaction. My stupid immune system just went completely fucking haywire for like 3 days. So I didn't trust myself to drink. You know, you got to be drinking, man. At least I do. So I had to wait till I felt better. So here we are. It's fucking Friday. Ridiculous. But so I've been able to avoid spoilers. I just randomly saw a fucking spoiler on Reddit just now. 3 days, been able to avoid it. 10 minutes before I do this, I'm scrolling through Reddit and I find a spoiler. Apparently Nathan Drake doesn't show up. And I don't know that I would have predicted this was going to be a battle royale. What's the runtime? 4 minutes, 24 seconds? It could have been. It could have been. Because you've got other archaeologists. Who's the dude that was in League of Extraordinary Gentlemen that was played by Sean Connery? There's that guy. He's a famous archaeologist. Trying to think. There's got to be some others out there somewhere. But Nathan Drake would be one too, right? So that would have been a natural, really, because he's part video game, part... is he an archaeologist? I've never played those games. Anyway, like I was spoiled, it's probably not going to be a battle royale. It would have probably been spoiled on that. So I do know that. It's just going to be these two. But I'm intimately familiar with Tomb Raider. I've never played the games, but I have a friend who played games. I used to love watching people play games. You know, back before YouTube videos were doing playthroughs, you would have friends who'd watch their friends do playthroughs. Like, that's how this thing evolved, right? I used to be one of those people. I kick back and, you know, just watch him and, you know, shout out, make jokes and stuff, run him into funny pages when he fucks up, celebrate with him when he does well. So I'm familiar with a lot of the Tomb Raider games. I've seen all 3 Tomb Raider movies. I actually like all 3 Tomb Raider movies. I may be the only person on earth who can say that. People like to shit on the first 2, but I'm a Red Dwarf fan, so I love that Rimmer's in there. And of course, Angelina Jolie was, you know, before she went insane and started looking like a greyhound. You know, she was great in those 2 movies. I like the reboot. I'm a little disappointed, you know, like it didn't do well and there won't be any more of those. But it's always a character I thought was perfect for film, so I don't know why it hasn't been quite pulled off. And of course, I'm a huge Indiana Jones fan. I've seen all the movies. I even like the 4th one. People loved it again. People love to shit on the 4th movie. But I like it. And what really annoyed me was the bad faith criticisms. Like a friend of mine was talking about, oh man, you know, they brought in aliens. You know, and it's just aliens are stupid. I said, they're not aliens. They're from another dimension. They said it in the fucking movie. He says, well, they should have said it 2 or 3 times to really emphasize that because they're using alien iconography and stuff and alien imagery. No, man. If they say a line of dialogue in a movie, you have to respect that the fucking line of dialogue is in the movie. You can't say just because I missed it, they should have said it 3 times. No, you were probably like scratching your nuts or eating popcorn or went to get a drink or went to the bathroom or something when they said the line. So you fucking missed it. But they said the line. It's not aliens, dumbass. So, you know, I don't know why I'm getting off on a rant. You're here for epic rap battles. But what I'm trying to impress upon you is I'm actually a good faith, honest to God, dyed-in-the-wool fan of both franchises. So I have no, I don't really have a rooting interest. Usually I do. Like last time I hated Bezos. And before that, you know, I like Luke Skywalker and I like Harry Potter. So I didn't really have a dog in that fight here. That's probably the last one where I didn't have a dog. I don't have a dog in this fight. I'm not ahead of time rooting for one or the other. Like a lot of times I am. You know, Dracula versus Vlad. I was probably a fan of Vlad just because historicalness. Hannibal versus Jack the Ripper. Fuck Jack the Ripper. So I was definitely... So a lot of times I will go in rooting. And sometimes I'm disappointed that the side I was rooting for got smashed. Like, I really wanted Freddy Krueger to win. Man, Wolverine mopped the fucking floor with his ass. Stomped him out. So, just because I'm biased, like, bias only gets you so far, right? So, it wouldn't matter if I was biased, but I'm just trying to impress upon you. In this case, I'm not biased. All right, one more piece of business. As you know, if you've watched any of these reactions before, I do every time there's like a Don DeMarco type line, you know, one guy really gets off, then I take a shot. And so this time, I've got 2 different bottles I'm going to be taking shots from. I've got Captain Morgan's Spice Rum, and I've got Admiral Nelson's Spice Rum. Both of them are 70 proof. So this isn't going to be about the alcohol content. This is just going to be about the flavor. You know, so that's going to be interesting. Which one has a better flavor, but also it's just about, you know, if you've seen these before... my goal is to take 6 shots or less. I'm not really like a heavy drinker, believe it or not. I'm a heavy person. I drink, but I'm not a heavy drinker. So it's really not about the how much it punches you. It's about the taste, because like almost 95% of the time I drink, it's going to be mixed with something, because I don't actually like the taste of alcohol raw in most cases. Although I do like Admiral Nelson spice rum. I found that out when I was taking shots during the movie Prey. I did a reaction to the movie Prey. I took no, it was it was a horror movie. It was a color or something. That's what it was. It was Nicolas Cage was in the movie. It was a horror movie, and every time he did a Nicolas Cage thing, and you know what I mean by that. You're a living, breathing human being if you're a living, breathing human being with a brain, then you know what I mean when I say Nicolas Cage thing. So I was like, okay, I'm gonna take a shot every time Nicolas Cage does a Nicolas Cage thing. And then in that movie, he was perfectly normal for like the first hour, and I was really mad. It's like, damn, man, I'm not gonna take a shot. Like how'd I pick a movie where he's normal to do that be my shot game, right? And then like in the second half of the movie, he did about 12. I almost died. I think my record for ERB, you have to remind me if you've seen all these. I think it's 8 shots. That almost killed me. My goal was about 6. So I'm not gonna be an easy grader. I'm not gonna be saying, oh, I just want to drink, so that was a great line. No, I have to laugh out loud. If I laugh out loud, I'll take a shot. So that's the game. This is what I know about the characters. Let's go ahead and get into the reaction.
This video is sponsored by Raid Shadow Legends.
Ah, well, that's why we're back, huh? Oh yeah, they captured this one. I've seen some screenshots of her. She looks pretty good.
Let's get this battle cracking. I'll leave you like a reboot. Flattened used to be the queen of booby trapping.
Okay. I'm gonna go back to the start of the battle, but I like it. The voice he's doing. He's doing Han Solo, or Harrison Ford, right? He's doing Harrison Ford. Yeah, like I like what he's doing with this voice. It's probably there's got to be some auto-tune or some kind of a post-production filter to it, but who knows, right? But yeah, like your reboot flattened. Yeah, the reboot wasn't as successful, was it? You're a dick. Not Don DeMarco, but you're just being a dick. You know what I'm saying?
Let's get this battle cracking. I'll leave you like a
that is great.
Used to be the queen of booby trapping. What up? You got too woke to be fun. Now the Indiana kind of dope won't
Yeah.
You burn through women quicker than I do. I think you should have dropped Hollywood as an option. When even Angelina gave you up for adoption.
God damn. I still don't think this is pretty vicious, but there's no body blow. There's no like actual punch, right? There's no Don DeMarco, I guess. Like, I'm not trying to co-opt that phrase. It's obviously not my culture and everything. But I'm just saying, that's such a great word to describe what I mean in this arena, because we are talking about rap, that I can't think of a better word. I guess maybe like a knockout punch would, it just doesn't roll off the tongue as well. But there's not that. But there's plenty of, he's getting his licks in, but there's not that bam line, Like Angelina Jolie gave you up for adoption. Yeah, that's a good one, but it's just not, it's not elite level. You know what I'm saying? Also, I think I'm just enjoying the voice so much, it's throwing me a little bit for some of these jokes. Also, I feel like I missed one. You got too woke to be fun. Why is she woke? Or maybe they're talking about the actual new games. The new video games, and like maybe they reduced her breasts for the new games. I've heard something about that. See, I'm not as familiar with the new games as I am with the classic games. There's like a classic trilogy. I probably watched my friend play all of it, right? But I'm not as familiar with the new game, so maybe that's what they're referring to here. Now, of course, the booby trapping. That was a pretty good double, right? That was a good line. So we'll go back to booby trapping and start there.
Used to be the queen of booby trapping.
Wait a minute. Was I saying, oh, wait, that's what... Oh, that was a great double line. Holy shit. Wait a minute. That's so clever, that probably does deserve a shot, actually. I just got that. Holy shit. With the reboot flattened, the box office was flat. But also, her tits aren't as big in the reboot as Angelina Jolie's were. That's a great fucking double. It's like, oh, yeah, okay. We're taking a shot for that one. That was a good double. That one, I had to hear that 3 times before I actually fucking got it. That was clever. Now, like I said, I've had the Admiral Nelsons before. It's weird. You think an admiral would just outrank a captain. But will he outrank him in taste? I've had this before, but it is delicious. See, a lot of these, the reason I don't drink them straight, they're very bitter. This has a nice, it almost tastes like molasses aftertaste. It's like molasses, is what it is. It's almost like you're drinking molasses. That's why it's good for taking shots. All right, let's go and get back into this. I'll leave you like, yeah, that's a good one. Yeah, this is all talking about her tits. Oh, that's another good one. My Indiconda, as in my anaconda, don't want none. Yeah, okay, that's another really clever line. See, that whole first part was just talking about her tits. Like, you had like 6 or 8 straight lines. I didn't make the connection that every line was connected. It's all about the tits, baby. Which wasn't really the most appealing part of the game to me. Plus, I'm an ass man. But the game was about just the fact that, they didn't have many fucking exploration games like that back then. It wasn't that she was hot. Although we did one time, we had that skin where she's naked. Never mind. Let's get it back.
You burn through women quicker than I do. I think you should have dropped Hollywood as an option. When even Angelina gave you up for adoption.
Dick.
Let's cut to the chase. He died. I guess you couldn't vet the addicts in time.
Oh, shit.
Your family's playing in ashes, kid. You got a tragic history of a crash. Figuring out why you're dressed for the beach.
Yeah, that's not good.
You can rise all you want. I'm still out of reach. So go grab your relics and rock. You verse me, a sword burst Scott. Honey, that's the first 4 notes of my theme. Exceed everything you've done.
Dr. Jones, you know what?
Okay, hold on. I'm going to run all that second part back. The first half was way stronger for me than the second half, but again, like, it took me 2 times. It seems like the first half was second, even though I don't like the fact they lingered on her breast for like 8 straight lines. It still was better than the second half, but let me hear the second half again just in case. Well, one of the things they're talking about there, like I said, I'm not familiar with the new games. So somebody she knows named Chase died, so that's not good. Yeah, that apparently happens in the game. You can get that from context, right?
I'm trying to beat, figuring out why you're dressed for the beach. The kids that teach, you can rise all you want. I'm still out of reach. So go grab.
That's really clever. Like, I've seen more class than the kids I teach. You can rise all you want. I'm still out of reach. Like, that's another clever double because, like there's several parts where like she's maybe on a stone or something or some kind of platform that's rising, but it's gonna be out of reach. But then also the fact I'm just so much better than you. So what he's doing here, he's simultaneously gassing himself up and insulting her. And it's always better to do both at the same time, where a lot of them just be like we talked about the Jack the Ripper versus Hannibal Lecter. Jack the Ripper is only talking about himself because he clearly was a narcissist. He's writing letters to the cops, right? He's a narcissist. So they played that, right? But the problem was he spent the entire verse talking about himself, and then, of course, Hannibal Lecter brings that up. So you always suffer when you do that.
Relics and rock. You verse me, a sword burst Scott.
Get his ass.
The first 4 notes of my theme. Exceed everything you've done.
Dr. Jones, you know what? You've been getting owned since Give Me the Whip, Throw Me the Eye. For God's sake, you'd shit those dickies at a garter snake. Well,
obviously that's a done marker. Jesus Christ, that was like 2. Really? Technically, I should probably take 2 shots. My God, man, she came out there. Her first 2 lines were better than his entire verse. That was ugly. Yeah. Also, the person who goes second has an advantage. First of all, because they get to finish the battle typically, unless you give one person three shots to your 2, right? But also because they get a chance to rebut as they're insulting, where the first person is coming in cold, they don't know what's going to be said to them, right? So they only get 1 chance to rebut. The second person gets 2, so they always have a little bit of advantage. But we've seen plenty of people go second that get smashed. So I'm gonna run that back and take my shot because that shit was hilarious.
Dr. Jones, you know rival. You've been getting owned since Give Me the Whip, Throw Me the Eye. Indiana Connors. For heaven's sake, you'd shit those dickies at a garter snake.
I mean, you don't have to explain that shit. Like, okay, Captain Morgan Spice Room. You're only captain, so I feel like you almost have to be twice as good. It's probably not as sweet. The other one, like I said, was really sweet. It's not abrasive, but there's almost nothing there. There's almost no taste there. You don't want it to be abrasive. If it's abrasive, I just won't drink it straight, right? So it's not abrasive, but there's like no strong taste. I gotta say, Admiral Nelson is stronger. It's better. Like I said, I'd had Admiral Nelson before. I've never had Captain Morgan before. All right, let's get back into it. There's also something about her voice is perfect, right? His voice is throwing me off. I'm not sure I'm in love with his voice. It's different. I liked it at first, but the more I hear it, the more it feels like fake. You ever see a 40s movie when guys would sing in the 40s and 50s, it would sound like they're singing into a barrel drum? Women love that. They love that heavy baritone singing voice. So that was just the thing back then. This kind of feels like that because you watch those movies now and you're like, what the fuck are they doing? So there's that, but that's kind of what his voice is doing for me. Where hers is just perfect. If it sounds like what she used to sound like. I don't think the game character ever speaks, does she? Maybe in cutscenes. I guess she does in cutscenes. Because she seems like she's doing an impersonation, but it's not of Angelina Jolie. It's probably of whoever they got for the video game, right?
Heaven's sake, you'd shit those dicks in a garden.
Goddamn right. Oh yeah, that was ugly.
Dr. Jones, this is one temple that you'll never be explored. You're John Williams, so you ain't scoring.
First of all, the reason you're not John Williams, so you won't be scoring. The reason that's so good is because she was just talking about this is one temple you won't be exploring. And then, of course, she brings up the fact that he's basically a pedophile. So, not basically. I mean, she was 15. Like, Jesus, dude. What were they thinking anyway, scriptwriters? Why did they do that? There's been a lot of conversation about that. And they were shameless about it. Like, they were saying that shit in interviews at the time the first movie came out. Like, we're talking about fucking 40 years ago now. Like, dude, I don't know, man. But yeah, this one literally feels like you're drinking syrup. That's why I like it. So we're at 2-1, but it's not insurmountable for him. Oh, I forgot to predict where their weak points were. I wish I had done that to start with, because I know the characters both so well. I would have brought up the Marion thing. Probably gonna, okay, now, we haven't gotten there yet, but she's probably gonna bring up how fucking old he is, and that they're doing another movie. She'll probably mention aliens because she didn't watch the movie. That might be annoying, actually. As far as him to her, I don't know, man. So, would have thought he would have went after her box office, but if he was going to do that, he would have done it in the first verse. So, I don't know. It's too late for that. I wish I'd remembered.
You're not John Williams, so you ain't scoring. The still adore me. You tried alien skulls and chose poorly.
See, there we go, right? I knew they were going to do that shit.
There's a big thing you can't hide in the fridge.
I want to watch that again just in case I'm just laughing because I'm drunk. So it's only been 3 shots. How drunk can you be, right? But yeah, the whole fridge, he should definitely get made fun of for that shit. That's annoying. Oh shit! So Big Bang Theory must have made fun of them. Yeah, so one of the plot lines, I guess, of the Alien, the 4th movie, Big Bang must have roasted them. Famously roasted them. I don't watch that show. You couldn't make me watch that show. Like, I think you literally could not pay me. I get paid on Patreon to watch shit, right? I don't think you could pay me to watch Big Bang Theory. Or Friends. But, it's not because I hate popular shit. It's because that shit sucks ass. Anyway, though, that actually makes that a good line. I'm going to take a shot. But, because it's just such clever writing, right? Like, you can see the doubles. Like, I don't have to point this shit out. It's very clever how they put that together. I think Captain Morgan is actually getting worse. That's going to be the last time I take a shot at Captain Morgan. Sorry. Admiral Nelson is the undisputed champion. If you can think of another spiced rum by another brand of something, let me know. Because I'd like to keep the competition open, but Captain Morgan lost. They suck ass. Which is a shame because I prefer pirates over British. Ugh. Anyway.
There's a big bang you can't hide in the fridge. Rock it out the whip before you crack a hip. I think even Mike wants you to quit.
God damn.
Dinosaurs for fun.
Yeah, that's another good one. I'm not going to take a shot. That's another good one. And also a good old joke. Yeah, hang up the whip before you crack a hip. I like that. I guess that was Mutt back there, right? Was there a photo going around where he's finally back with him? Like the dude is like, even Mutt is really fucking old. I saw that photo. Mutt is like got to be in his 60s, right? He's fucking old. So, but I think there is a photo of them two going around, like where they're standing together again after all this time.
Crack a hip. I think even Mike wants you to quit. Just do it. Dinosaurs for fun. Old geezer. I'll lock this battle up like Winston in the freezer.
Goddamn right.
Belong in a museum. They don't even kill as many animals as you do. You're corrupting the youth. They should be outside, not trying to unload the barrels on your thighs.
Oh shit.
Just those pistols akimbo, but you're still the same rich back-flipping bimbo. Catastrophes up in your knapsack with innocent casualties.
He's had enough punches. I'm going to take a shot. Like again, there's no real fucking knockout, man. I don't know. I'll watch that again, but I don't. My first inclination, because I don't want to look like I'm hating on him. I like Indiana Jones. His voice is throwing me, and he's just not doing a knockout, man. Maybe I just don't know her games well enough to realize he's landing blows. Because, of course, I get, rich hack, flipping back flips. That makes sense. I get that, But some of this other stuff is so obscure for me. Like, for instance, the instant casualties thing. I don't know what the hell that means. That's a game thing, right? So, like, it's not going to land for me. So, maybe he's just at a disadvantage because I'm not quite as familiar with her as I thought I was.
Square Enix didn't watch anymore. That's why they dropped you like a J in the floor. When they designed your core and they written my style and jiggled in a bit of girls' polygon line.
That's good. Also, the J, yeah. That was good. I'll take a shot for that. So, what does that make her? After this, she'll be 3-2.
Under core and they written my style and jiggled in a bit of girls' polygon line.
That's a good one. Oh, shit.
You're just in uncharted territory.
Damn, dude.
Somebody needs to make a tune for your old game.
That's one of those jokes you could probably see it if you were to advance my video frame by frame. I laughed at first, and then I got the second layer of that joke, and then I laughed again. Yeah, that's definitely a shot worthy. So they're tied. If she bombs, this will end up being the first tie. And sometimes the second verse can suck because they have all their good lines in the first verse. But assuming that... Oh, shit. No, they're going to do 3 each, aren't they? Either somebody else is coming in or they're doing 3 each. Jesus. This will mean I've taken 6 shots with only halfway through the video. That is not a good sign. I need to slow down. Ugh. That's a good one. That was a bad game. One thing I wanted to talk about here, and like this is definitely not as strong as the first one. She's still getting, again, there's differences. You're getting punches. It doesn't suck. Like, there are ERB imitators out there, and they just suck. Their jokes are lame. Like, that woman, she has great budgets, Her costumes, the look of her videos are fucking incredible, but the lyrics are fucking lame. And those are you're just sitting there like, oh god, really? So there hasn't been a single line like that, but they're punches that hurt, but none of them are just. We're looking for the knockouts, man. That's what we want. We want to get knocked the fuck out. But I love what they're doing with all the costume changes, man, because they're referring to various movies. They did the earlier movie, now they're doing the Angelina Jolie movies, which was a badass costume. Just, I love all these costume changes, man. I'm gonna go back to the beginning of her shit.
Victor, sorry, that verse was worse than your crap on Atari. Oh, but over the explorer thinks he's tough. You must have gotten trapped behind 2 minutes.
That's great delivery. See, I don't get that reference. This is the original reason I paused. It's true. Like, this is probably the first video game where people were actually turned on. Like, she's fucking hot, man. Plus, like, I don't know, I can't speak for anybody else. Women who can take care of themselves, who are athletic, who can kick ass, turn me the fuck on. It don't matter what they look like. Then you add in they're really hot, you know. You got something there, right? Like, you really got a good combination. Even though the graphics were fucking shit back then, it was enough. Our imagination filled in the rest. It's kind of like when you watch a school play. You watch a school play, they don't have CGI for the dragon and the backdrop is painted and it's horribly painted. We buy it. The cardboard castle walls, we buy it, man. Our imagination fills in the rest. It did that here, too. Which probably made her hotter than if it had been photorealistic back then, you know? But it's not a great insult, but it's a great observation that she was the first game to ever, you know, turn people on. Which I think is true. Nobody was getting turned on by Pong, you know? By the way, also, I played that Indiana Jones Atari game. I loved it as a kid, but I was 8 or 10 or whatever. No, when did that shit come out? I don't remember, but like I was pretty young, and so it was great. And like the little bees with the testy flies, that's what they were. The testy flies would fuck you up, man. But I was a kid; it probably sucked ass for adults, right? God damn! Oh shit! Jesus! There it goes. There was like 2 savage blows back to back. Savage. Fucking savage. Back to back, man. That's not good. Alright, we gotta do this. He is gonna get another verse though, right? Yeah, so he's got another chance. Oh, Jesus. Wow. God damn. That's I'm not gonna drink for that one because I think that's mostly delivery. Roll over like a boulder is clever, man. That's just clever writing, man. It's just clever writing. Goddamn right. Really, that's it? So what the fuck is the rest of this? Oh, they're previewing some more shit. Okay, I guess. Wow, what a ripoff, man. I really thought we were getting another verse from each one of them. But like there was a nude skin for the original video. I remember it. I even got a couple screenshots from it. I had my buddy print it out for me. It wasn't anything because like it was so small and pixelated and shit. But you know, it was she's running around and she has no clothes on. So it did happen once, you fucking liar. Let's just run through the rest of this, I guess. But yeah, it looks like she wins 4-3. She's great, man. I saw a post today where they're talking about what else could she play. Put her in anything because she's fucking awesome.
What's up?
Oh, he's talking about Shadow Legends, right? I thought they were giving us news about new battles, man. They got a fucking rap ad. You dicks. Get paid, man. They should get paid. They're so fucking talented. They should get paid everything. Well, I got it scored 4-3. What do you think? I'm actually curious. A lot of people ask that because they want engagement, but like you never see me on my channel begging for engagement. It would be nice. It helps my channel, but you know, I'm honestly curious what you thought because I don't have enough context for the video games to know if I scored this correctly. Maybe he got like 8 more blows I don't know about because I just don't have the reference. I thought I had enough information having watched my friend play them years ago, but there's a bunch of new games out. She left, like you said, Shadow Enix or whatever that is, Square Enix. And she's with other developers, and they had their games, or somebody named Chase, I don't even fucking remember. So let me know how you scored it, and maybe, like, he actually won 8-3 or 8-4 or something, So let me know. I'm curious.